Let's begin this seated yoga sequence for runners in an easy seated pose. So just sitting cross-legged wherever is comfortable. If you need, you can always put a blanket under one or both knees, and then let your hands fall to wherever is comfortable. You can let them gently rest on your thighs or on your knees. You also have the option to take a mudra if you use them. So you could do yoga mudra, like the OK symbol if you'd like, or any other hand position that you'd like. But close your eyes wherever you're at and begin to bring your attention to your breath. So completely filling your lungs with air on your inhale, and then slowly letting it out through your nose on your exhale. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in through the nose. Then open your mouth and sigh it out. Gently flutter your eyes open and carefully walk your fingertips over to your right. So just getting in a nice easy twist here. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Carefully walk your fingertips back to center. Keep breathing. And gently twist over to the left. Deep breath in. Let it out. Come back center. And gently extend your legs out in front of you, keeping them together. On your inhale, reach tall. On your exhale, gently fold forward just until you find a nice, comfortable stretch, no further. You can always bring your forehead down to a block if you need to, or bring your hands down to blocks. Release any thoughts, clear your mind, and just breathe. Big inhale. Big exhale. From here, come back up to a seated position if you folded over. And then fold your right foot in towards the inside of your left thigh. So your leg will be bent. We're coming into a variation of Marichi's pose. And then gently twist toward your bent knee. If you want to take this all the way, you can take your opposite elbow and hook it to the outside of your bent knee. So that would be left elbow to right knee. Or you can just hug your knee in. Take one more breath in and release on your exhale. Extend both legs, kind of wiggle them out for a second. And then do the same thing on the other side. Bend in your left knee. Right leg is straight. Take a breath in. On your exhale, twist towards your bent knee. Keep breathing. Take one more breath in and release. Come back center. Again, kind of wiggle out your legs. And then come back center. And let's come into a variation of cow face pose. So at first, bring your right foot to the outside of your left hip. So your right leg will be on the bottom. And then stack your left leg on top of the right, trying to get your knees to stack on top of each other. If they don't, if there's a gap, that's okay. Just finding the version of the pose that feels best in your body. And again, you can keep quite a bit of distance if this feels too intense. So if you're feeling a good stretch, just stay here. But if you want to intensify a little bit further, you can start to walk your fingertips forward a little bit until you find the right amount of stretch. Remember that forcing yourself too far is actually counterproductive. You're not going to build flexibility as fast. So just find that nice, easy stretch and breathe through it. Carefully walk your fingertips back up. And then switch sides. So switch out your legs. And then come into the pose as you need to. So each side of your body will be different. That's okay. Let go of any thoughts, let go of any comparisons, and just be here and breathe and feel your breath opening your body, opening your hips. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, release your legs. Extend them out in front of you. And again, just kind of pedal them or wiggle them. Get the blood flowing back in. And then let's come into butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. You have the option to place a block or a blanket under your knees if you need to. Or if you'd like to intensify, you can walk your fingertips forward. Or you always have the option to grab a hold of your ankles with your hands and use your knees use your elbows to gently press your knees open a little bit closer to the floor. Again, find a nice, comfortable stretch. You shouldn't be straining here. This should feel good. And release your thoughts using your breath to open your body. So I like to envision the tension coming up out of my hips on my exhales as I release it through my nose, or maybe even sigh it out. And that helps me release a little bit more. Okay, gently bring your knees together, hug them in, and then just real quick, release them out in front of you. Again, just kind of bouncing your legs, get the blood flowing back through. And then come back to your easy seated position. We're going to come back to cow face legs a little bit, but coming into Lord of the Fishes pose. So bring your right foot to the outside of your left hip. And then instead of stacking your left leg on top, you're going to bring your left foot to the outside of your right knee. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, twist towards the bent knee, the top knee. You can stay here, or like we did in Marichi's pose, you can hook the elbow to the outside of the knee. Your choice. Really what we're looking for here is the stretch at this point. Take one more breath in. And release on your exhale, switching out the legs. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and twist on your exhale. Think about lengthening your spine on your inhale. Finding a deeper expression of the pose on your exhale. Maybe releasing a thought here. Take a deep breath in and release. So again, stick your legs out, extend your legs out in front of you, wiggle them. Maybe bouncing them. You have an option to come into a quick butterfly pose if you'd like to open your body in the other way. And then we're going to end with square pose, having the option to come back to cow face pose if square pose is too much for you. So what you'll do is from your seated position, you will extend your left leg at a 90-degree angle approximately with your knee. So your shin should be parallel to the edge of your yoga mat. And then from there, you should bring your other leg on top so that your shins are parallel and stacked on each other. So again, this can be pretty intense. So if you're not ready for it, just come back to another variation that we've already practiced. But just keep breathing. Option to take a blanket and place it under your top knee, or you could do the same with a yoga block. But take some breaths here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let go of any anxiety that's coming up. Breath in. And sigh it out. Gently release your legs. Switch them out. Again, option to use a support here, blanket, block under your top knee or wherever you need it. Making sure that this feels comfortable in your body. This is a big, big hip opener. So if you're not ready for it, come back to one of the other poses. That, again, it's going to build flexibility faster if you don't push yourself into it. And breathe here. Again, imagining any tension that's coming up into your chest, into your throat. Imagine that tension being released with every exhale. Sigh it out if you need to. Take one more breath in and release. Real quick, come to lie on your back and just gently windshield wiper your knees back and forth, taking any wiggles out of your knees you need to, or out of your legs, out of your hips, just getting the blood flowing back in. And then gently press yourself up into a easy seated position. Bringing your hands heart center. Feeling your thumbs touch your sternum, your heart center. Take a deep breath in. And sigh it out. One more time, deep breath in. Sigh it out. Gently flutter your eyes open. Namaste.